Evil is arguably the most widely explored theme throughout history. It is a part of everything from books, movies, politics, art, poetry, and ourselves. It is also a very old concept dating back centuries. It's been debated by everybody from philosophers, scientists, psychologists, and even just regular people. It is intertwined with other themes like human nature, power, fear, supernatural, and many others. There are two general types of evil. Moral evil is caused by human activity and is the more obvious type. Natural evil is anything that doesn't have direct human involvement, such as famine, drought, or hurricanes. The earthquake and tsunami that hit Indonesia on September 28, 2018 is an example of natural evil. The death toll ended up reaching past 2,000 people, with thousands more injured or missing. Buildings were destroyed and entire villages swallowed by the earth. Thousands of people's lives were ruined. This type of evil wasn't caused by direct human involvement, but still caused immense pain and suffering. So, where does evil come from? There are many different opinions when it comes to this discussion. Many people have shared their views on this topic. Some insight into the origin of evil comes from Lord of the Flies. Lord of the Flies is a novel written in 1954 by William Golding, notorious for its exploration of evil within humans. The focal point of the novel was to express that humans are inherently evil, and within each person there is an evil core to be found. This idea is explored through the boys' descent into savagery. The boys begin on the island as civilized and scared, but it doesn't last long. Soon the boys turn to savages, killing without feeling guilt, and eventually leads to the murder of both Simon and Piggy.
The rest of our lives! Get in! We are stuck here until we get old! Then we can't go on acting like kids! We've got to be sensible and make things work! No!
Golding depicts how even the most innocent members of society possess the ability to turn to evil. William Shakespeare's Macbeth is another prime example of evil. It begins by showing Macbeth as a noble and loyal soldier to his king. However, Macbeth soon comes upon a group of witches who give him 3 prophecies.
All hail, Macbeth. Hail to thee, Thane of Glamis. All hail, Macbeth. Hail to thee, Thane of Cawdor. All hail, Macbeth. That shalt be king hereafter.
Hey, I'll go kill Duncan.
Once Macbeth is given the prophecy that he shall become king, the idea consumes him to the point where he eventually decides to murder Duncan. Macbeth depicts a clear connection. Desire's ability to induce evil, more specifically, a desire for power.
I'm not afraid. Yes. But how will you get here?
Maddie, what's going on?
They're coming.
Who is? Who is coming?
Within each horror movie, there is some depiction of evil, making them the perfect example of it. The horror movie industry made over $1 billion in the US box office alone, showing one of the many ways in which evil surrounds us. There are two types of horror movies when discussing the topic of evil, those being human evil and supernatural evil. Human evil in horror movies follows a distinct path of evil actions being carried out by a person. The movie Hush is a prime example of human evil. It follows a deaf woman who eventually becomes the target of a serial killer. The next type of evil in horror movies is supernatural evil, where evil actions are carried out by some type of non-human force. The 2017 movie It is an example of this type of evil. The movie follows a group of young outcasts who must battle an evil clown with the ability to shapeshift. The clown, named Pennywise, is an ancient evil that appears every 27 years to attack the town's children. The children must band together to beat the clown in order to save their lives. This movie depicts an evil outside of what we consider normal or natural, and therefore shows the supernatural aspect of evil. Both of these movies explore evil's ability to induce fear, not only through the obvious fear in the characters, but also the audience. The idea of a horror movie is to induce fear in the audience, and they use the concept of evil to do it. It's clear we as humans love the concept of evil, so what's stopping everybody from turning to evil? One reason humans most likely avoid evil is because of the concept of good versus evil. My ISU novel, Lullaby, follows a news reporter named Streeter, who discovers a children's lullaby with the power to kill by simply just being read to the intended target. Streeter sets out to destroy every last copy of the lullaby so that people cannot use it to kill each other. Soon finds another woman named Helen who has already discovered the poem's power. Helen became so overwhelmed with the power of the poem that she said to Streeter, "The key is to kill people deliberately. You kill strangers deliberately so you don't accidentally kill the people you love." Helen refers to this behavior as constructive destruction. She tries to do what she feels is right and stop herself from accidentally killing the people she loves, even if it means killing others or causing destruction. This shows that evil is based off of opinion rather than fact. Lullaby explores the idea that evil is in the eye of the beholder. The concept of good versus evil is largely explored through religion. In Buddhism, there is no direct mention to good and evil, but rather suffering and enlightenment. However, their idea of suffering is very similar to the idea of evil. Evil is considered anything that can destroy or obstruct happiness or rebirth. Buddhism explores the consequences of turning to evil. Overall, it is clear evil is all around us. It is a part of our movies, novels, and plays. It is also found in less obvious places like religion, the decisions we make every day, and the disasters we read about on our phones. Evil is timeless. It has been explored dating back hundreds of years ago. It is a part of our lives now, and it will be a part of lives in the future. Overall, it is clear evil is a very important and prominent concept in our society today.